Hey, everybody. As usual, it didn't come in the intro. We're here for another installment of the Ordinary Guy Show, which has become a weekly special.
Stop.
Surprisingly.
You're getting too far ahead of yourself.
3 weeks in a row.
Is it 3 weeks in a row?
3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. We're a weekly show again.
3 weeks.
I don't know which camera.
3 whole weeks. Is it locking up on yours, or is it's just this piece of junk?
It's got to just be you.
Okay,
We're good.
That's fine. Well, is everybody happy to be here?
Recovering from a week. Well, a day. It seems like a week. Thanksgiving is just supposed to be a day, but it turns into a week.
Well, I can tell you that I actually paced myself this year, but I think we're supposed to get into that. I surprised myself this year.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
I mean, I ate a lot. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I did not overdo. Are we going to just go right into
Go
that?
right into it.
go.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
fine.
So basically, every single year I run what's called the gauntlet because I have multiple families having multiple dinners.
You make rounds.
Yes.
Oh, so we host. I host for that reason.
No. This year wasn't bad though. I only had 2 stops. But normally at the very first stop, I've already destroyed my life, like ridiculously. So I actually went to the first stop and I told myself in my head, you're only going to get 1 plate of food because you always ruin it for the rest of the stops. So
No, wait. Are we talking about a normal size plate, or are we talking about one
No.
of those big Dixie,
it was a big
paper
plate.
cardboard plates?
It was so heavy though that it almost like flopped down
Uh-huh.
and then everything was almost on the floor. But anyways, in the first one, I got everything, all the food. But the problem was after I was finished, they made dumplings.
Oh,
my
And
god.
I love
dumplings.
I
Oh, damn.
fucking love dumplings.
And they're like super good. Morgan's mom makes really
I was
good
gonna
dumplings.
ask who makes them.
And she makes 2 different kinds, and she makes the balled up ones, and then she makes the flat ones.
Ooh.
So
wait,
these were the
pause.
balled up ones.
This is a debate.
Yes.
All right.
This is.
Balled up dumplings or flat dumplings?
Balled up for me.
Oh,
Flat dumplings for me, and
Really?
my wife doesn't even make them. She has Kevin's mom's recipe. She's made it. They're great, but we buy them from the store in the freezer section now because they're that good.
Really?
what's
Yeah.
the brand?
My mom made some. Trying to get rid of them, by the way.
I
she
forgot. I
can bring
forgot
'em
the
right
name.
here.
But,
Even he's never had them. I don't like them.
I've
They're-
never had your mom's dumplings.
So my mom's aren't dumplings. Those are some sort of noodle thing.
It's like noodles.
Yeah. These were dumplings. Like these
The
were good.
drop dumplings. So
Yeah.
that's what they call the round ones, is drop dumplings.
Yeah. And here's a funny story real quick before I move on to my second stop. The dumplings were definitely a second rounder, and I did not expect that. And the rolls. It's like you can't just eat 1 roll. So I ate 3 of those. So, but
You're a
anyways,
cart overload.
yeah. So they make things that they joke around and call them the meatballs. And what it is stuffing balls. But the first time I ate with her family, I was like, I'm blind. So I went to see what I'm like, oh man, you guys made meatballs. Well, they were stuffing balls. And every year now they go, Kevin, we got you the meatballs. But it's like the only way I like stuffing because
they're delicious.
Yeah.
And they're like crispy on the outside.
yeah. So anyways,
But wait, do they have meat in them?
no.
Oh,
No, it's
They look
just
like meatballs.
It's like they're the size of a meatball, but it's stuffing. They mush together and then they bake them so that
Yeah.
they're like crispy around. the
yeah, but your
edges.
family doesn't make stuffing with meat in it. Like some families make stuffing with sausage in it or something like that.
My family just makes like stovetop.
Uh,
Well, we'll get to your delicious Italian family meal in a second with the prosciutto.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I had that.
So I go to the second family, and you'll be proud. I tell my mom every year I don't like turkey, and
Right.
so she's been nice enough most of the time to make a rib roast or something like that,
Ooh.
which is excellent. But the cost is
Yeah.
astronomical. Thanks, Joe Biden.
Uh-huh.
And so this year she had
His name's
ham.
Brandon.
Yeah, she had ham and turkey, but then she made a lasagna. And my mom's lasagna is very
there you
good.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And she made the noodles, but I don't like the noodles. But I'm telling you, my mom's stop. I'm glad I didn't like totally kill myself on the first stop. They had cauliflower mashed potatoes with like the bacon and cheese on them,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't even know that that's what it was at first until I tried it. It wasn't bad, by the way.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think what was next in the line. There was everything. I mean, green beans, mashed potatoes, ham turkey. What else? There was everything you could possibly think of. But the rolls she had at her house, my stepsister went and ordered them from Texas Roadhouse with the cinnamon butter.
Nice.
I probably ate 5 rolls.
Dude,
Yeah.
those yeast rolls from
Yeah.
Yes.
Texas Roadhouse are spectacular.
Mhm.
On top of that, lasagna. Is that a thing in your family too for the
No,
holidays?
Not for the holidays.
So
no.
we don't do that here, but my Italian family up north, there's always a lasagna there for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that is a traditional like Italian thing. You always have a lasagna ready to go.
Yeah, the lasagna. I wonder if the Italians think, you know how like you always make something plain, or you always have something that everybody would eat if they don't like this. Is that what lasagna is for them?
Well,
Oh, they'll eat the lasagna.
Back in the day, it used to be like, I don't know if you've ever seen the skit with the comedian Sebastian Maniscalco does, where he's like, "Come on in, we put the Entenmann's on the table that nobody's allowed to touch," right? So you always had the Entenmann's, and you had a lasagna in the freezer ready to go in the oven in case company came over, and you always had one prepared.
He called it
ready
the
to go.
prosciutto. The prosciutto.
Yeah.
He didn't say
So-
prosciutto.
But you have to have something. The Italians always had something ready to go.
There's always, I'm telling you, well, I think I told you too that my grandmother, her old house, so she has it now in the new house, but it's not the same. But the old house, she had a downstairs kitchen, like in the basement. She had it. Long story short, it was like a.
So there was 2 kitchens.
There was like, it was originally like a duplex or a triplex or whatever you want to call it. There's 3 units in there, and they eventually just bought the whole thing and turned it into one house. So they kept the downstairs kitchen, and that's where she made like all the stinky food. But I swore that that's where she stored the chicken cutlets. I just thought that that's
it. Just chicken cutlets coming one after another, like a
every
conveyor
time,
belt.
dude. Every time I would
Yeah.
go to her house, I'd go to the basement. And there's chicken cutlets in the oven down there. It's like being warm.
Yeah, like a conveyor belt,
Just
ready to
there.
go.
Spectacular.
Right off the skillet onto the napkin and a paper plate, sucking up the oil, ready to go. You just take them and just chew them like beef jerky.
So when it was dinner time, she'd just bring them up. She'd like throw them in the oven for a minute to just kind of warm them up, and we had chicken cutlet. But I'm telling you, that's where I would go down there, and there would be like a table covered with fresh pasta drying, like, and that was going to be dinner tonight. That was spectacular.
But what I want to know is, where does the cauliflower mash come in here? Because like, you gotta really like cauliflower in order to like cauliflower anything.
I don't think so.
But
I hate cauliflower.
Was that like somebody requested that, or
No, I don't even know how it showed up, but it was good.
But like, I don't see how somebody says, "Hey, I'd rather forego the regular mashed potatoes."
Well, there was the regular ones too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then that's just for fun.
Well,
I think so.
The cauliflower is an absorber. It soaks in flavors.
It basically tastes like what it is sitting next to. Like the cauliflower pizzas taste just like regular old pizzas.
Well,
Not good pizzas.
We go to Bricks and they have the buffalo cauliflower.
Those are good.
They're good.
Yeah.
But they're also like what, fried? And they, so it's basically breading that soaks in the buffalo.
Can I just tell you a quick story about Bricks since you brought them up?
Okay.
I'm not gonna bash them or anything.
Please don't.
I just want to say that I went there one time and I got this ramen bowl dish.
Pho.
I don't think it was pho.
I think they have ramen.
But
now.
it's ramen.
Yeah,
So it was a ramen bowl dish. And I was just so disappointed because I get the bowl and you're expecting to see something like you see on YouTube or something where they're coming out with this big bowl with the chopsticks and all that.
Well, that's called king size. And that you got to go to the real.
I feel like I just got ramen noodles in a bowl with 2 sticks of meat. That was it.
I'm pretty sure it's called ramen.
And that's a pork belly traditionally.
Well, yeah, that's what I was expecting pork belly, but it was like 2 meatballs on a stick.
I didn't have any idea that the pho that I ate for a long time had like intestines in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's good.
Yeah.
Tripe or something.
Yeah, tripe, yeah.
I don't know that I've ever knowingly or willingly ate tripe.
No,
It's good, man.
My dad eats tripe.
Is it really good?
It just tastes like bacon.
I think I've only seen it raw, and it's like a long, stringy white
looks
tube, isn't
like-
it?
It is.
Yep.
Yeah,
But in
tentacles on
it's cooked. So
yeah.
Well,
we should all eat tripe together.
nope. I don't know. That I
You
could
should
stomach
all.
it.
We should all have antipasto on the table for your holiday time. That's what I had on the table. Nothing but Italian meats and cheeses and prosciutto. What's the other one? Gabagool,
What is that?
salami. That's like a hot and spicy ham.
Okay.
Ham, supersada, mozzarella out of the water, stinky ass Parmesan cheese. Really,
I like
good
all
stuff.
that. Olives? You have olives?
Oh yeah, we had olives.
I hate
Who
Kevin
eats that?
loves olives.
I don't eat olives.
Hate olives.
He hates them with passion. But you don't like olives either?
No, I forgo the olives for the meat.
Because that's a trade up. I can't have any meat. I hate too many olives.
Yeah.
But look, I think the main point of this topic was
Yes, tell them.
how long are you expected to eat the damn leftovers?
Oh, I turn them down every time. My mom called asking if I wanted them, and Morgan brought home a plate. I don't like it after it's done because I've eaten so much that I've almost thrown up. So it just disgusts me. I forgot the very important thing that I did say I wanted the leftovers of. We had tres leches at my mom's,
Mm.
and then it was very good. She did a good job.
Now you see, Kevin, I think that you should really think about making your day a sport. Like, since you have to go to different people, I think you need to try to get the meal in a certain time. And then I think at the end, you need to turn in a scorecard. Like, hey, this is what I rate yours compared to
I
last
should.
year.
You need
Or
to do
this is what I rated yours against the other person.
like
And really
Epcot.
make it a competition, because I think like those two parents will take it on and try to outdo each other.
I can tell you the name of somebody that'll go unnamed. Hers would lose at everything. That was awful. And listen, I came from two Southern women's cooking, right? So you got Karen and my mom. Just everything's great.
I think you just named them right there.
No, theirs are great.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that third that will go unnamed.
Oh, well, I think you just singled them out.
I mean, the only
I
way
doubt
three.
she listens to this show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But you got to do it like the food and wine festival, where you get like the passport,
Yes.
and you got to write what you had, give it a star or sticker.
Well, we'll all just what we'll do is we'll make it to where we tell our families they have to do it on different days, and then we'll all three come and we'll
all right.
rate it.
So here's the deal. Are you doing this again for Christmas? I know
Yes.
Christmas we have breakfast at grandma's house.
Yes, and by the way, I was not talking about grandma.
Okay, no. But she can burn the damn food.
Yes,
That's for
because
sure.
she's
She can
always
overcook.
worried about botulism.
Yes, she can always overcook food.
She's terrified.
I think what you need to do is for us, for the OG channel, and for everybody out there that's interested, is you should vlog your day
oh,
that you
it'd
have
be
to
a
go.
disaster.
and show us the food and going on plate 3, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it today. And then we'll upload the video and let everybody see.
Sadly, because my grandmother passed away on the other side, there is one less thing,
Yeah.
but there's still 4. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So the way it normally starts, by the way, is we have Christmas at the house, and then as soon as the kids open presents, we go straight to grandma's. Now we're already eating. And normally she has these burnt ball things that you have to get used to. That's what John's talking about. I freaking love them. But everybody that tries them that's not from the family,
What are
these
they?
things are burnt.
Sausage balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they're burnt except for the family because we're used to it.
Well, it changes every year.
Yeah,
It
sometimes
changes.
they're not done enough.
Sometimes they're just dry. Sometimes they're just. That's why Tara gets in there and tries to help out a little bit.
You know what would make them so good, though, is if somebody brought some gravy.
Yes.
Just-
yes.
You should get her gravy for Christmas.
Ah.
Hey, Grandma, open up your gift first.
Yeah, it's gravy.
All right. So, Kevin, you're at one day is enough. That day.
So,
enough.
no, that would be 0.
Yeah.
So there's
0.
no one day.
Mine
leftovers done.
mine is another night. Like I can have leftovers the next night. After that, that's enough. Unfortunately, I had my leftovers the next night. Now I got to do another family Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Oh, that's
and it's
right.
like I'm gonna be turkeyed out after this. But I'd say one night is enough.
One night is perfect, like a full 20. Nah, not a full 24 hours, right? Like it's.
Well,
It
yeah,
depends
for
on what
dinner
time you
you can
eat.
have a dinner for dinner the next night or a turkey sandwich the next day. But eventually enough is enough.
So you figure we do dinner, and then I probably snack again later because we host.
Yes, yeah.
We host, so there's no bringing leftovers home. It's all freaking here.
Right.
And that's what's killing me because, take that crap home with you guys.
Right.
So with the next morning, I had like ham and eggs for breakfast, like my Thanksgiving ham with my breakfast. And then
Was your Thanksgiving ham a salty or a sweet one?
It was the pineapple one.
See, I can't eat that with eggs. It's got to be a salty one.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But I do it.
But
anyway.
You do it anyway.
Yeah.
See, his problem is he can't just open the fridge and leave it alone. He's got to eat it.
Yeah,
that's my problem too.
It all has to go, otherwise it's a waste.
My parents send me home with the antipasto, and that's the first day I'm going for. I have to get there before my wife gets there and eats it too.
So then that next day again, so it's a ham for breakfast, it's turkey sandwich for lunch, and then it's freaking Thanksgiving dinner. And then in a perfect world, that's it. It goes away. It's done. We're now at day 2, and I had to re-invite family over to come and eat the rest of this shit. And we still have stuff left over that I'm just going to give to the damn dogs because if I have to eat it one more day, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm up 12 pounds.
All right. So I think you and I agree on one day.
One day
is enough. And guys, if you're watching this and you like this, subscribe, tell your friends. We need some viewers. We need everybody to like and subscribe because we're moving to Rumble and YouTube and we're making some moves. We need your support.
We do, but I was not expecting that advertisement. Thank you, John.
I forgot to do it. It was the top of the list and I forgot to do it. I'm like, let me get that in now.
So current events. We've had a few eventful things happen and not get covered.
Yeah.
Or get covered.
Well, yeah.
And not happen.
True. Yes.
The world we live in.
Depending on which news channel you're watching. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, so let's just come out
John
and say
Oliver, yesterday's news tonight or whatever.
I mean, a black guy mostly peacefully drove his car into a bunch of people.
Yes.
I don't even think CNN's
No, they're not saying that it was. They're basically reporting that a car drove itself into a
Tesla? Was it a Tesla? This is bad for Tesla.
No, it wasn't a Tesla. It was like a Ford Explorer type vehicle, but they're not reporting who it was, that the guy was a Black Lives Matter supporter, anything like that. He was a crazy dude that had posted some anti-Trump thing, Semitic things, I guess you would say, racial stuff, basically. And
against Jews?
No, against white people, probably Jews too. But they're just reporting that a car had an accident.
So 23 dead people.
Yes. Well, I don't think it's 23.
23
like
injured.
23 injured, yeah.
There's a decent amount of dead.
There's 8 or 9 dead. And one of them was a kid. There's a video online of a kid that's probably about 2 years old jumping up and down. And the car is probably like misses her by like a foot. Those parents must have went home and like thanked their lucky stars that kid didn't get hurt.
Well, let's put a little context to this since the news is only saying that it was a car that drove itself into a crowd of people.
Yes.
Let's talk about the individual that was driving the car. Do you have his rap sheet, John?
Well, it's very long. But this guy got out on bail on $1,000 because in the state of Wisconsin, the George Soros DA there has a little, reform for bail and all that. So they go a little light on these guys. And he's now come out and say, oh, it was a mistake. We overlooked something. They know exactly what they're doing. They want to put these guys back on the street to cause chaos.
Did you see anything about his past, his history, Kevin?
I haven't paid attention.
I'm pretty sure he got arrested for hitting somebody with a car.
Yes, he's done this in the past too.
He hit somebody.
He's talked about it in the past as well, and he should have been in jail. And of course, he gets let out, and they use COVID as an excuse to let these guys out. And this is what happens when you let criminals on the street. They create crime.
Forget guns. We need to ban vehicles. We should raise the price of gas so high.
They're doing
that nobody drives vehicles anymore.
They're already doing that. Yeah. They're already on their way there.
Oh, we're doing that too?
Yeah. Well, Biden did dip into the reserves.
Right. They're gone there
and, now. It was only going to last 3 days, though. But he's really going to come out and get us a good break. Not to mention that half of those reserves he sold to Asia. Nobody mentions that.
Nope.
but half of those reserves were sold to Asia. Why? Why does China get our reserves?
I
So
don't know.
this man is
Sold
in
it
China's
to
pocket.
Asia.
Yeah.
Oh, Asia.
China.
China.
Yeah.
China.
So yeah, those people are unfortunately harmed. It makes you wonder if you want to go to a Christmas event this year.
Which is crazy.
That ain't happening in Titusville, Florida.
Well, you don't say where it's not. I can tell you now, all this shit always happens in blue states. So always happens in a blue state. Titusville, that in Florida, that guy would still be behind bars.
No, he would have been dead.
Well, he would have got shot.
Yeah, somebody would have found a reason to shoot him.
Yeah.
But I
Do you know actually? I'm sorry. Do you know actually that after he committed the crime, he went to somebody's house, said he was waiting for an Uber. The person let him in their house and made him a sandwich. And then the cops came up and arrested him.
They got him on the ring cam.
They got him on the ring cam, inviting him in to make a sandwich.
Yeah. I mean,
what?
Well,
Yes.
the guy didn't know.
Did they? Oh, he didn't know.
No, he didn't know.
No.
He was watching football, and this guy who said he was homeless and was hungry and waiting on a ride.
I'm going to tell you right now, homeless person shows up at my door. I would give them a sandwich, but I'm not going to let them come in and sit in my house.
No. Have you seen that King of Queens episode when he lets the homeless man in for Thanksgiving?
Arthur?
Live there?
No. The guy steals stuff from him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but Arthur was always a homeless man on that show.
that's true. This is the other homeless man. Not Thanksgiving special. But look, it's absolutely crazy. And I mean, we're trying to not get kicked off YouTube. So we got to be careful about some of the stuff that we say. But I mean, this is not getting any coverage. And it's something that should be getting coverage.
This is just further proof to get a gun. Get a gun. Protect yourself. Carry a gun with you.
Legally.
I mean, the Constitution says
Legally
right to
or
bear
allegedly.
arms, in my
Legally
opinion.
or allegedly.
That's a good shirt for American Regardless.
I have a question.
It would.
If I was to bear arms right now,
Yeah.
without a concealed carry, what
Yeah.
would happen with me? What would happen to me?
It depends on what you're doing.
Well, the Constitution says that I have the right to bear arms, and if that is the law of the land, then I should be able to carry a weapon with me whenever I want
Well, they leave it up to the states.
to decide. Right?
They leave it up to states to decide. And in Florida, you can open carry actually if you're going to and from hunting or fishing. If you're going to or
So
from
you put a
your
bobber on the
vehicle.
end of it.
Yeah, if you always drive around with an AK-47 and a fishing pole, you're fine.
All right.
I was on my way to hunt, and then they check and you didn't renew your fishing license, and then you're screwed.
Well,
But-
then you're just getting a ticket for your fishing license.
Yeah, but no, I mean, really.
I mean, that was a good question to ask somebody that knows legal shit. But
So I was told I've spoken to police officers about this before, and I was told mostly, obviously, it's for safety, especially when you are getting pulled over by by somebody that I don't know. When I tell them, I'm like, I have a firearm in the car always, but I have my concealed. But you are allowed to have a firearm in your vehicle without your concealed.
3 steps.
I heard that's bullshit. It has to be in a secure place.
Well, that's your glove compartment.
Glove compartment, center console. I mean, I drive with it just in my door, ready. But I don't know. But you
got to have it ready to go. I
Yeah.
mean, look at what happened. Look at what happened. If you had it on you, you may have been able to shot the guy as he drove past you.
that's kind of a stretch. But
I mean, if you're watching enough movies.
well, if you had it on you, you would have shot him after he hit everybody.
yeah.
Boom, case closed.
No.
Did he get out and just walk nonchalantly away?
Well, he drove away, and they
Oh.
couldn't catch him, and then he pulled into that.
Were they
neighborhood.
walking?
He parked his car, and then he ran into that house that gave him the sandwich.
So what supposedly set him off?
Kyle
Kyle
Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse.
Really?
Yep.
Uh-huh. Done with.
Yep.
He was done. He was very upset about
He
it.
said he was upset. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like we already covered Kyle Rittenhouse. Everybody's covering Kyle Rittenhouse. Doesn't make sense to beat it in the ground. He was acquitted. Is that the correct term? He was acquitted or he was not found guilty.
Yeah, he was found not guilty.
So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, whether you agree or disagree, the law is the law. That's it. It's done. You know what didn't get covered at the same time?
What?
The Ghislaine Maxwell trial.
Yes,
Is that going on?
It's going
Ghislaine
on.
Maxwell.
Not getting covered.
Not getting any coverage.
No coverage.
I think that we may have a corrupt judge going into that situation. We'll have to see what happens there.
So what's going on in that trial? They're actually in the trial. Is it like pre-trial?
It's getting ready to start. Basically, the jury is being selected or has been selected already, and we're getting ready to come up to the case. But you're not going to see it on TV because it's a federal case.
What about C-SPAN?
No, you're not going to see it on any of that.
Nope.
It's a federal case.
You know why you're not going to see it on TV? Because rumor has it that names are dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Names are dropping, and they want to be able to.
There's a black book right now that they're trying to get thrown out.
The one that's online?
Court. That one, I don't know if you can believe that one, because there was a case that was part of the case that's thrown out.
Gotcha.
Well, are you allowed to go sit in as?
There's going to be a hotline that you can call in. You can listen to the case, and that's it. I don't know if you have to be media or if you can be whoever. Anybody.
We are media.
Well, yeah, anybody can be media.
You think any big names do come out of it? Like on the record?
I think that if they get that blue book in there, yeah, I think so.
The problem I have with that is if a big name comes out, how easy is it then for it to be like government issue, you know?
Well, it's a federal case, so.
Right. They can just classify the documents and we'll never see it.
Well, if it's in open court, it's going to be access. It's open court to the media, basically, not to people, not to be televised and all that good stuff. So a media member can call in, listen, report on what happened, because that's what's happening now.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
All the smallpox talk that kind of came out recently.
Uh-huh.
I think Bill Gates is just laying the framework down.
This has been planned for a while.
Well,
oh, allegedly.
Allegedly for a while.
Yeah, you got to say that, because if his name drops in this thing, I think he's just going to press the button and drop smallpox on everybody.
Well, we already have a new variant that's out there.
Yeah.
Now.
Perfect segue.
And I mean, this is supposedly the most deadliest variant out there, and it is. You need to talk to your doctor and consult your doctor about it, but it is very dangerous for, it seems like, young people, especially probably 5 to 11. I'm going to say probably those. That's probably who they're going to target.
Well, it's going to be the ones that need the vaccine, right?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's the ones that need the vaccine.
Right. The ones that haven't been vaccinated yet.
Yeah, definitely the ones that haven't been vaccinated yet are
Right.
probably going to be the ones that are most susceptible to this virus.
Well, isn't it called the moronic?
Those are the letters that are a part of it.
Oh, I'm just using it
and
the wrong
that's
way.
what you would be.
Oh.
You would be moronic.
Oh, so
but
the moronic one, I think, is only, I mean, the moronic one targets Republicans,
definitely,
anti-vaxxers,
definitely.
You know, people who believe in, you know,
there's a difference though.
Natural cures.
There's a difference though between anti-vaxxer and anti-mandated vax.
Oh, yep.
So, like, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I've taken tons of shots to get steroid in me from when I'm sick or something like that. I've had booster shots when I was sick, when I was younger. I've had tons of shots to go to school when I was younger. I'm not a anti-vaxxer. I'm a anti, you're telling me I need to take this, but you're not showing me any of the science. And all the science that I do see allegedly points a different direction than what you're saying.
Well, I don't know if you know, but if you Google the definition of anti-vax, it also covers people who are anti-mandate.
Yes, of course.
So,
they was just updated too, probably.
They just updated
3 months ago.
If you're anti-mandate, Kevin, you're also anti-vax.
Well, I don't care.
You know, Eric Clapton is vaccinated and he's an anti-vaxxer?
Yes.
Hear about that? Mandated vax.
Well, he also said he had issues with the vaccine.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear about his issues?
Well, I have
He had,
allegedly
like, hand paralysis.
Allegedly, he had allegedly.
We're getting kicked off for this one.
allegedly he had issues with the vaccine. There's a lot of people. I have 2 friends that have gotten myocarditis, I think it is. I can't say the word.
Moroccan Medidas.
But it's the heart issue where you get heart pain. Like if you lean forward, you get heart pain. You lay down, you get heart pain, chest pain.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want that shit.
I get that all
chest
the
pain
time.
just breathing now sometimes.
I
But
think I have it.
That's called Thanksgiving dinner.
that's that is.
I'm telling you, like I sweat breathing now.
Yeah.
It is hard.
I went up the stairs and lost my breath.
Cool. I ate a whole key lime pie.
Oh my
It
god!
it was terrible that I ate it, but it was delicious. So, all right.
Anyways, this is the most deadliest one out of the
Let's finish
variants.
this.
I mean, they had
What's going on?
the Mu variant, the Lambada variant. We forgot about those, I guess.
What was the Lambada?
That one was a couple months ago.
Who did that target?
The same group that this one targets.
Okay.
But everything's getting shut down.
That one targeted
getting
people that
shut
eat
down.
cheeseburgers.
Okay. Yeah.
Just keep in mind that the same day that this variant came out, the Dow was down big time. But nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about how the stock market had a big old crash.
Yeah, I lost a lot.
Yeah. But we'll talk about the variant instead. And nobody's talking about at the end of December that the PCR test is going to go away. And you're going to have magically the return of the flu.
I'm just glad that even though the variant is out there and it's really strong, I'm just glad that we haven't banned travel to anywhere.
No, they banned travel. They did.
Oh, they did ban travel.
Yeah, so I guess that makes Biden xenophobic, since Trump was xenophobic when he shut down travel.
Well, where did they ban travel to, John?
South Africa.
Oh my goodness, they banned travel to South Africa.
For what?
From South Africa.
From South Africa
Yes.
to here.
Yes.
Well, that sounds racist.
It does sound racist to me. But you know,
No, him
it's
talking the way he talks sounds racist to me. I mean, he's just all he really like when you have what he has, well, allegedly. I mean, it's just you're gonna say things that's on your mind for real, and he definitely is racist inside.
I'm just glad that he didn't say we're banning the travel of the Negroes.
Yes. Well,
Oh
Because
God,
that's what he said.
I'm no
last week.
longer on this show.
No, was
Yeah.
it 2 weeks ago?
Well, he said that about the baseball player.
Oh
yes.
yeah, Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, his favorite,
No.
I forgot who the player.
his favorite N word, which you just said.
Negro. That's
I'm not sure that that's okay.
Yeah, I don't think you should be saying that. That's
Really?
not good to say on the show.
our president
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah, but he's an idiot.
He's an idiot. He's senile. Although he got a clean bill of health.
He also talked about young kids rubbing his hairy legs, and I'm not going to do that either.
Yes.
then- Did we already talk about the first woman president?
Yes.
Kamala,
Yeah.
about as long as she was president.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember her big claim to her big claim to fame.
Now you drop the phone.
was
and-
Kyle Rittenhouse being not
Oh
guilty.
yeah. Okay.
Frank was a little under the weather last week.
Yeah. No, it's just ridiculous. She was president long enough to get 2 knuckles deep.
Oh. Did you see? Did you see the Hamala Harris I sent you? The big old ham with the lips on it.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
What is the guy's name? The guy with the huge wiener that sits on the end of the bed?
I don't know his name, but
We did this before, and we
Yeah.
were supposed to know his name.
He's actually dead.
I know he's dead,
Uh,
but the turkey was the funniest meme of the holiday so
That's-
far.
Yeah, did I see that because of YouTube?
Yeah, the
He put
turkey,
it up.
Yeah.
He put it up.
the turkey sitting on the end of the
Yeah.
bed,
He
and
sent it to you.
it's amazing.
Well, he most likely caught the Mu variant.
I think he was lucky and died before all this bullshit happened.
He did.
So
Do you know he was gay?
I think he was just into anything.
He did. It was for money, pornos and
Right.
stuff, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Could you imagine?
That guy walks into the room like, hey, I'm here for the porno today. And then
Oh
all of a
my-
sudden, this fucking guy
Tree
walks
log.
into the room and he pulls down his pants, and
I
you're like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm going home.
I don't care how gay you are. You're
Yeah.
leaving after you
No,
see that
that's going
thing.
in your asshole.
Yeah, it's-
All right.
Supposedly you can't say whitey, but I mean that's fine with me.
All right. So listen,
Wait, what comes after Thanksgiving?
after Thanksgiving is Black Friday.
Yeah, boys.
So is Black Friday a real thing? I mean, come on. Like the same shit that's on sale now is stuff that was priced the same 2 weeks ago.
Well, now it's like a Black 2 weeks Friday.
Well, it's like up until Christmas now.
I still feel like the sales are bullshit compared to what they used to be. You used to
Yes.
be able to get something and it was like, it was on sale, right?
Yes.
Like, you remember being able to like walk into some of these stores and you're like, I got a TV for $2.
Well, now, like I showed you that picture, they take a TV, it's $8.99, right? So now all they do is the same TV they sell for $8.99, but they put was $1,099.
Yeah, like the price it was 3 years
Right.
ago when it first came out.
Right. It's
No.
like the suggested retail price.
Yeah, so now they do like average price for a TV this size.
Yeah.
And this price.
Right. Yeah.
not-
So it's
ridiculous.
Why didn't Publix have Black Friday prices on ribeyes? It's kind of sad.
Ooh.
They should.
You might be
Well-
onto something.
Yeah, but then Biden would get in the way. So
They had the crown roast.
everything's going up in
Prime rib.
price except for Chinese TVs. That's a little weird because I saw an ONN Chinese made crap TV.
That's a Walmart brand.
Yeah, 70 some odd inch, humongous thing for 300 and something bucks.
Let's get it.
It probably won't stay alive for more than a month.
I'm gonna
I
do.
think it's made by TCL.
I like TCL.
I do too.
I do too.
They
I
look
don't
a
think
lot like-
TCL's Chinese.
What's the other one? I got the Hisense. They're Korean.
Yeah.
Most of
Well,
those Hisense.
unless they're Taiwan, they're
TCL.
going to soon be Chinese.
Well, Taiwan is not its own nation.
It's not. It is its own.
Oh, it
nation.
is its own
But
nation.
China's trying
Yes,
to
China says
as if it's not.
LeBron James said it's not.
Well,
I don't
speaking
give
of
two
LeBron,
craps
Wait,
what he says.
We still have to finish Black Friday though.
Yes, we
Yeah.
got to get to LeBron.
Yes, he's
But-
on the docket.
But did you guys go and buy any Black Friday stuff? I mean, I don't
No.
want to ruin any Christmas presents from Santa.
No, well, my kids don't watch this show, so that's fine. We bought
Thank
a
God.
GPS dog collar.
okay.
It's pretty cool with cell phone service.
Is it that one that's on?
Fi?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that.
I've seen
Was it
that
a good
one on
deal?
Facebook.
That's
It's
like
$50.
for-
Yeah.
What's it normally?
150.
That's a good deal then.
Yeah.
That's a
How many
damn
dog
good
do you
deal.
have?
None at the moment.
Oh,
We're waiting on it to be born.
oh boy.
The kids don't know, so don't tell them.
What kind are you getting?
Golden Retriever. That was the
Nice.
best dog I had as a kid.
My friend sells golden retrievers.
Really?
Puppies, yeah.
This is like the white looking one.
Oh,
So
Blonde. Is there blondes?
it's,
well, they
Platinum?
have a blonde one and then they have a white
yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty white.
one. Get ready.
It's a whitey.
It's a
Get
white.
ready to
Can't say that.
vacuum
can't
up
say that.
No,
hair.
supposedly he couldn't say that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
am totally okay with him saying that.
Get
Yeah,
ready
you
to
can say
vacuum
whatever you
up
want.
hair all day long.
Yeah. I made a purchase.
Uh-oh.
I made a purchase.
Yes, you did.
I did. I bought a bulletproof vest.
Yeah. That's how long is till you get that?
4 weeks.
And you're gonna sit here on the show with just that on.
Well, Janet, here's the deal.
Mhm.
I was told, what the hell do you need that for? You're never going to use it.
That and he's gonna run outside when something happens. Somebody will shoot him in the face.
Well, I told Janet, I
What would happen
said,
if he shot you in the head?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think that far.
well, I could only get it if I was going to use it.
Uh,
So I told her I was going to walk
What
around
are
the
we
house
talking
with it.
about now?
The bulletproof vest.
Okay.
well, Frank, listen, if you have danger and you put the vest on and you
Yes.
want to put something on your head, you can put Kevin's helmet on
Kevin has a
Yes.
helmet.
right here.
He had to bring it up.
Let's see Kevin's helmet.
This is my ice hat for when you have a migraine. We should get, how do you do Amazon links to where you make a couple bucks off the link?
You got to do their affiliate program thing.
Yeah.
It's not terribly hard.
No.
Well, this thing, I'm working on buying a third one. They're that good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you
Right.
want to make a affiliate link for yourself?
Well, for us and our 5 cents,
Nah.
I think we probably make more off one hat sale.
Yeah.
But basically, it's just, it's for migraines and such. But I like it a lot, actually. I've got 2 of them now.
Well, I'll make a deal with everybody, and it's funny because we have a listener who actually chimed in on it. He wants me to wear a Hawaiian shirt, my vest, some cargo shorts, and a boonie cap. Oh, a boonie cap would be perfect.
What's a boonie cap?
That's like the Davy Crockett thing, isn't it? Am I wrong?
I have no idea.
Look up what a boonie cap is.
Okay.
I thought that's what that was, but I'm going to wear that or just the tack vest and my underwear.
And then they're gonna shoot you in the balls.
Flip flops.
Boonie cap.
Oh, yeah,
Floppy hat.
A bucket hat. A bucket hat.
Oh, okay.
That works though. That's perfect.
That's an odd name for that hat.
Yeah.
I would have never thought that was a boonie
So that's
hat.
what you have to wear now when you get that?
Yep.
You have all that equipment?
Nope. I'll have to go buy it too. I'll wait. I'll do some Black Friday shopping for that too.
Was
I
there
haven't
Black
done
Friday
any Black
gun sales
Friday.
this year?
Yes, there was. I'm glad you mentioned that too. The gun store in town, I'll give them a shout out. Premier Firearms was doing $50 off a gun and no background fee.
And no background check.
Yes to the background check. Yes to the check. No to the fee. Do you know that gun store lets you do 10-month layaway on a gun? So if you see something in there that you really, really, really like and you absolutely have to have, and like me,
you can give
you're
$1 a week.
You can give them 10% down and 10% a month.
Nice.
No fees, no interest.
So there you go. Go there and get a gun. There's a lot of them do layaway. So if you can't afford a gun, go there and get one.
Guns are pretty affordable if you're just wanting to buy one. Shoot, I bought my first gun. It was $50.
Yeah.
I have a problem. It's more than just needing a gun. I think I've got 3 in this room.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a few that I need to go put on layaway. I figured if I stagger them and over the next 10 months, just put one on layaway each month, next year would be awesome. We get a new gun every month.
Yeah.
It'd be spectacular. But I also did buy something else on layaway of sorts because it takes 9 months to get them. I did BOGO suppressors. I bought 2 suppressors for my pistols.
He always just has some sort of problem. You notice that? It could be
6
pogs.
months.
Like if he got into pogs, this room would be full of pogs.
Yes.
How do you know it's not?
You're a collector?
Yeah.
Is that what the problem is?
I'm a
Is that you're
collector.
No, he goes crazy for anything he gets involved in for probably 4.5 weeks to 8 weeks.
I have 3 major hobbies, and one is not quite a hobby, but it's an activity that I should do, and it's running. Which I used to be pretty into that one, and I need to get back into that one. But my 3 hobbies now would be guns, whiskey, and golf.
I don't think I could ever say that running was ever a hobby for me or ever an enjoyment for me or anything.
No,
like
I've
that.
said this before. If there was a dog going to look like it's going to chase me, I would think about running.
Yeah. Think.
Yeah. Like I really don't want to run.
I loved it. It didn't love me, but I loved it. My biggest thing now is I'm afraid to run because I have so much food backed up in me that I'm guaranteed to shit myself. I cramp. Every time I run, I cramp. I come home
going that way. You knew it was going that way.
It had to.
I got to make a duty. I have to make a duty now.
I'm going to give you some of that bentonite clay stuff so you can poop
normal.
Oh,
yeah. I do want to try that stuff.
Yeah, supposedly it makes people like him poop normal.
Well, that's what he needs.
He does.
Like
he needs something
or fiber or something like that.
No, it's not fiber.
Herbal Life.
So we did find out that Gas X does work for him.
It helps. I took one today.
Really?
Dude, listen to this, John, and this is ridiculous. So Janet makes one of those, I call them vagina boards.
Yes.
They cut all the meat and cheese. And they
Charcuterie.
Board.
It sounds like a coochie, so I say the vagina board. So she makes the vagina board. And I ate that while the food was heating up. I started eating that around 3:15. By 4 o'clock, I had to make my plate, run upstairs, shit my pants, come back down, eat, go upstairs, shit my pants, and come back down.
That's the guy's life, man. Now that's what it is.
Dude, it's the dairy.
I don't have that problem.
So let me ask you, when you go to the bathroom, do you take your phone into the bathroom and you're in there for 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, but if
minutes?
I don't, it's amazing how fast I can go.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
By the way, charcuterie boards are just basically adult Lunchables.
Yeah.
That's all they are. And I still eat Lunchables.
I want to take a pizza Lunchable and put it on a cutting board.
Oh, my God. I hate those pizza Lunchables. You and
What?
Morgan talk about how you like them nasty.
They're
ass things.
delicious,
They're
John.
disgusting. I don't want to know
They
nothing
look
cooked.
delicious. I've never had one.
What?
It's disgusting.
I'm buying John one. He's never had one. We're gonna eat one on the show.
I want bologna.
I think you should make Kevin eat one too.
He said he wants bologna. He gets a bologna lunch. It says bologna's the cheapest lunch
Well,
meat, and they
bologna
give you a
doesn't even
little-
come in Lunchable.
we're
I
not
think it
supposed to do
only what?
that.
Oh, well, you were showing a circle that was the size of bologna
Yeah, it
meat
was like this
in
big.
a Lunchable.
But we can't do that.
Oh well, I think if you're describing bologna, you can.
This.
You know who's full of baloney? LeBron James.
There,
Oh.
good job.
He's full of baloney. How about this week? LeBron James, who, by the way, Frank's son says is trash.
Oh, that video's dropping tomorrow
Yeah.
morning. It's 7 minutes. It's worth it. It's
It
worth
is. Yeah. Anyways, LeBron James, some fans at a basketball game, I guess, said something negative or derogatory to LeBron. Still unclear what they said. And he comes and gets the ref and pulls him over and says, "This motherfucker's right here. Kick them out right here. Get them out of here." And they kick the fans out. Now, come on. He can't ignore two fans that are talking shit at a game. I mean, what kind of professional is this guy?
He seems to get more irritable as his hairline goes further and further back. You notice that?
He's just trash. I'm sorry. He's not a very good basketball player person. I mean, he's a good basketball player, obviously, but he's a terrible person. And Jordan is always better. I think Kobe's even better.
Look, he's a once. I don't want to say once in a lifetime player. He's a once in a generation player.
Basically the same thing, but sure.
Yeah, but it is the same thing, isn't it?
He's never won anything by himself.
No, but the point is,
No, he kind of did when he was with Cleveland.
Look-
No, he had a whole team around him in Cleveland.
Well, who was there?
I mean, Kyrie was there, wasn't he? He's another star.
Was Kyrie there then?
I don't even know who was in Cleveland, but I
Kyrie
think
was there.
Kyrie was there.
Okay.
he had a good team. He had a good team in Cleveland. But the thing is, if LeBron James wasn't as big as he is, he'd suck. I think he'd suck.
No, it's just you're just going off a name right now with him.
Oh,
and-
at this point, yeah. At this
Yeah,
point, there's nothing.
I don't
left.
think that there's ever been anything to him to say, "Wow, he is on Jordan's level."
I don't think
Never.
he's on Kobe's level.
I don't think he's on Kobe's level either.
I heard a great story about Kobe. He was doing a interview, or or he was talking. Somebody was doing an
That battery
interview.
was
Was talking
supposed to last
about
longer.
Kobe and Michael, and this was
There's
when
two of them,
this was when Michael was with the Wizards. So Michael obviously was past his career, come out of retirement to play for the Wizards because he owned a piece of the team. Well, anyways, Jordan comes out going to play against a younger Kobe, and Jordan's wants him because this is the
Yeah.
next Jordan, right? So Jordan comes out, and I don't know the exact numbers, but he puts up like 40-something points. Kobe puts up like 30-something. Both had good games. Well, at the time, Kobe did not have his Adidas sponsorship yet and was wearing Jordan shoes. And so Jordan walks over and goes, "You can wear the shoes, young man, but you can't fill them."
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
yeah, that's Jordan in a nutshell right there. Like
Yeah.
you could say something to him, and 10 years later he'd remember it.
Yeah.
Like, and he'd take it out on you. And that was just Jordan. He's the greatest of all time, and I think Kobe is the second greatest of my lifetime, at least.
Well, you just trying to shine that light off top
I'm
of his
trying
head.
to find a way to make it better. But I think I'm just gonna turn them all off, and we'll do the rest.
He
of the-
looks like a Smurf
We'll do the
now.
rest of the
Doing
show in the dark.
No,
He's a-
I think it affects Frank the most.
It
He's
does because I got
blue.
this big old. It looks like
Uh-huh.
I'm being abducted.
He's blue.
Well, we only have a couple more topics left
All right,
anyways.
what do we have left?
All right. So
Good
like
song,
when you
Kevin.
guys get together for family dinner, is that a bad thing? Is it dangerous?
Like Thanksgiving
is there
family
any
dinner.
drama? Yeah. Do you guys
No.
have any drama?
There's usually a little bit of drama.
Always drama in my
yeah.
family.
Well, half Janet's family voted for Biden.
Oh gosh, yeah, my sister.
Yeah. So that's
She made that
there's a
mistake
problem. The problem though is they stopped bringing it up,
too. I wonder why.
and I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't at all. I don't. I asked. I was like, "How was
He's
the
the
drive?
antagonist.
How was the drive over here? Was it expensive?"
It was.
Do they respond?
Oh, they get mad.
That's terrible.
Yeah. But,
Well, why would they get mad?
Yeah.
This is
mean-
what they wanted.
yeah, basically, it's I don't know. But then they respond. The response is something about just like that killer getting off with. Oh, just like that killer getting
Rittenhouse.
off with killing black people at the.
Yeah. So again, they're responding to you with misinformation
Yeah.
and ignorance. Yeah.
Do they really not know it was white people he shot?
I'm 90% sure they do, or they just don't watch anything.
Well, don't they know Biden's president right now? So that would be under him.
It's all under him. I tell it's on them. It's all on them.
Yeah. It's all on them. It is on them. I mean,
It isn't.
if you voted for Biden, you got suckered in to believing bullshit.
No, you didn't vote for Biden. You voted against Trump.
You voted against Trump.
Now he's
Ooh,
green.
John, you look sick.
Hey,
No,
the new variant.
like ill.
But you got suckered into believing bullshit lies and a bullshit narrative. And I warned as many people as I could that all of this would happen.
John,
And
5
it did.
people aren't going to change the election.
I know that's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
hey, in
listen,
Florida, we voted for Trump.
We did.
So
John, your warnings are so dang cryptic. Even I don't know what you're saying.
my
So-
warnings are not cryptic. My
Yeah.
warnings are cryptic.
I'm going to pull up John's Facebook right now. Here we go.
Yes.
We're going to pull up John. Oh my God, I hate Facebook.
It's just your iPhone.
No, they make it impossible to do things now. John's last couple posts. Oh, he shared something.
Now he's going to make
Spoiler,
sense.
there's no new variant.
Yeah.
All right.
So people that don't watch the news, they have no idea what you're talking about.
Then John shares a lot of awful stuff. Where we go, these are all shares. Oh, I like this one. I'm out of Facebook jail.
I
What
think we've
got
all
you in
been there.
Facebook jail.
I was
November
I
20th.
was in a group and I told somebody to basically screw off,
November 20th.
and he reported me.
Exhausted.
Okay, yeah. Well, that was because I was exhausted
But why-
from fucking going to that goddamn thing.
Yeah, but why would you post that?
I don't know.
Elaborate.
I checked, didn't I set up that.
I hate chicken.
All right, you ready? You ready?
Oh, here we go.
November 19th. Constitutional crisis. Interesting times.
Yeah, it's always so
So
cryptic.
we're gonna have a constitutional.
We should do
crisis.
that. We should do.
Was there
one
no
of our
article
dumb
to go with
posts.
that?
No.
Oh, we're gonna have a constitutional crisis. That was the day that Kamala Harris was brought in as president.
I like to think of that as the day that Joe Biden didn't know if he was going to make it out of ass play.
Yes, yeah, that is
mean,
true.
There's no other reason for it. The man is so frail that they weren't sure if he was going to make it out
Well,
of ass play.
They did come out and say that they discovered a precancerous polyp on his anus.
Was it Kamala?
Probably.
Yeah.
What's next, John?
All right, next you got 3 men convicted, charged guilty for the death of Ahmed Aubrey in Georgia. These are the 3 men that killed the gentleman that I guess they thought or was suspected of stealing stuff out of houses and said he was just on a jog.
House. They were like new construction houses.
Yeah.
I don't know why they care.
Now this is I don't know. They seen a black man running and they decided that they were going to take justice into their own hands. And I agree with the verdict here. I feel like
I agree.
those 3 men were guilty. They murdered that kid and
That and they were being HOA assholes.
they deserve to go to jail.
I feel like my HOA would murder somebody. I think
Probably Frank if they had the opportunity.
sucks. Oh, they hate me.
Yeah.
They hate me
Why?
because I have the Gadsden flying up out front,
Oh, jeez.
and I tell them that I can use any flag. I
That's
want.
right. Yeah, there's no particular flag.
No.
Mine gave up on me.
The other thing too is I have to be completely honest with you. That situation, I do agree with the verdict because I personally have gone into homes that were being built,
And Pete,
and I've pissed in them. This isn't like to be destructive.
Yeah.
This is I've had nowhere else to piss. I even go to where I think the bathroom is
Uh-huh.
because I'm
It
like,
hasn't been built yet.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't
Just a
want to
hole.
just
Is
shit
there a
on this guy's
reason
living
why
room.
you won't just piss outside and be normal like
I have
normal
a small
person?
penis.
Who cares?
I have a small penis, and if people see it,
They're gonna laugh.
they'll remember.
Who's gonna see it and who's gonna stop and go? Look at his
It's
pee-pee."
not that. It's that I know that they're gonna. Everybody's texting and driving and shit. They're gonna see me. They're gonna text it, and I know the second they see me, they're telling their friends. So it's not that one person saw my penis. It's that 20 people now know that some dude was pissing on the side of the road with a small
This is the
penis.
stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
But I've taken.
And plus, what happens if he goes viral?
Oh, could you imagine?
Can you imagine that embarrassment?
Man with small penis, surprisingly clear
Yeah.
drone footage catches man
Surprisingly
with
good.
small penis.
Yeah, they'll definitely have the FBI fucking drone footage
right.
in that one.
And it scares me. But I've taken a shit inside of a house that was being built.
Just the hole.
Somebody
was there.
should have shot you. For
I
that.
was golfing. It was raining. I had to poop.
Yeah, somebody definitely should have.
Look, they can clean that. It's perfectly fine. To be honest with you, I eat plenty of tasty food. I'm sure an animal came and ate it.
They basically were three douchebags that had nothing better to do,
Right.
and they're gun happy.
Neighborhood Karens.
Yeah.
You know that whole. Sorry, I was reading someone's comment about binoculars. They wouldn't be able to see me because they would need binoculars. So you know that whole theory that like you can get a bunch of teenage boys together. By teenage, I mean like
What were we talking about? Fantasies for
Right,
you?
No.
or-
here.
I mean like you can get like between 10 and 13-year-old boys
It's
to
getting
basically
worse.
convince.
Talking about Joe Biden fantasy?
No, shut up.
Oh.
I'm not switching the cameras to acknowledge you fucks. You get kids like that age can convince each other that it's okay to commit murder. Right? You get what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah.
it's a social experiment
Pure pressure.
where these kids can convince themselves.
Peer
All
pressure.
it takes is one person saying we should go kill that kid. Everybody else is like, no, but then there's one person that's like, I mean, but why? And then next thing you know, it's completely justified. They all feel okay with it, and they're
Isn't this
willing
like
to kill
Lord
somebody.
of the Flies?
Well, I think there was a tussle or something, if I remember correctly. I don't know if they got into a fight or something, but yeah,
But-
kid shouldn't have taken it into their own hands. They
No.
should have called the cops. And
The point is,
That
if
was it.
these three like knew each other at all, you know that they've had conversations like, "Let me catch somebody coming in here, and let me do this." All right. So at the
nothing
time,
make 'em mad.
you get what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
So at the time it happens, they've already built it up that they're okay with going to a certain level.
Right.
That's all I was
They're
saying.
okay with pulling the trigger.
How long were their sentences?
Well, I think life. I mean, one of them got all 5 counts. 2 of them, all 5 counts.
Well, I mean, only one shot him, right?
yeah, but the one that video recorded, he didn't get. He only got 3 counts, I think.
The guy that turned in the video recording?
He recorded them killing them.
Yeah,
guess
but I
because
mean-
he didn't do anything about it, didn't do anything to help stop or anything.
Well, then how'd the video come out?
I think he uploaded it or something. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
God.
I don't know. I don't know the details of the case enough. I just know that my opinion is that they made the right decision
I agree with you, Kevin.
from the little details that I do know.
Yeah, that's true. Now, the coverage on this was
A lot less.
a lot less currently. Really big when it first happened, but
Mhm.
like most things that are on mainstream media, I tend to ignore. And now it doesn't mean that I ignored his situation, right?
No, they knew they were going to be found guilty. There was nothing to promote there.
Right.
Right. I ignore all the story behind it, and I just know that a young man was shot, and then let's figure out what really happened, right?
Can I say that the
kinda-
most interesting part of that was the end where the father, the Ahmed father, came out and said, was on the stage and he had, Al Sharpton behind him and another reverend behind him.
I can't believe that man's still alive.
And well, he's at every one of these events because he's a race peddler. But they was just behind him and there's like, all lives matter. All lives matter. We need to come together. All lives matter.
Al Sharpton was crapping in
And
his
Al
boots.
Sharpton and the other guy were trying to get this guy off stage as fast as possible because he didn't stick to the script of Black Lives Matter. He said all lives matter. which all lives do matter.
I agree.
Well, we've hit an hour.
Yeah. Did you really quickly though? Maybe this can be a different topic. Did you hear the Kyle Rittenhouse interview after the fact?
I heard, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you hear how
he was there to support Black Lives Matter.
Right, correct. But did you also hear that the attorney,
Linwood,
which I've been kind of up in the air on him for a while.
Yeah.
But did you hear how he just kind of left him hanging there?
Yeah. So, there's some people that
Did you
are
hear about that, Kevin?
No.
Linwood was his attorney.
Linwood.
Are familiar with Linwood? He was the attorney in a lot of Trump stuff during the election.
Some Trump stuff, but
That's true.
Linwood, there's some people that like Linwood. There's some people that think he's crazy because he's out there with his comments about child pedophilia. He's gone on record to say that Supreme Court justice people have had a gun held to their head and blackmailed into making decisions and sticking with this. And a lot of people believe all that nonsense out there or all that information that's out there. But Linwood says it out loud and documents it on his Telegram. And there was a point where him and Sidney Powell were going at a case together and for Trump and the election. And Sidney posted a picture recently of it's not the knife in the back that hurts the most. It's the knife in the person does it right in front of you. And this was in context to Linwood because during that case, he basically threw it. He basically threw the case. He said some things that were where you could see her look at him in shock that he was basically fucking it up.
Well, wasn't he a Democrat for most of his life?
He was a Democrat donor for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think he's another one that's a sheep in wolf's clothing, a rhino. There was a reason why Trump didn't endorse him when he was running for office.
He's a do what's best for me now.
Right.
But so the story behind that though was in the interview with who did he interview with?
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker. Yeah. So he was on Tucker, and in the interview he talks about how Linwood left him in jail for several months longer than he should have been.
I think it was 87 days or 87 days.
So he apparently they had enough money to get him out within the first 30 days.
Right.
And they left him there for 80 something days because they wanted to use him as the face for their agenda.
All right, but Lynn claims that he had nothing to do with that foundation, and that somebody else was in charge of the money of the foundation. And when you're getting into stuff like that, it's always tricky because you don't know who to believe. But
you think your attorney would be all over,
right, getting you out,
trying to get you out.
And I just believe that I've heard enough of Linwood and seen enough of Linwood that I just stopped entertaining anything that he has to say.
Yep. Do you know the My Pillow guy was the one bailed him out?
Mike Lindell bailed out. Yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
I heard a Mike Lindell commercial today on TV again.
Did you?
Yep. I turned around because I was excited to see him, and it was on the Christian channel.
Of course it was.
That man is the biggest patriot this United States has.
And I have 3 of his pillows.
Yeah. If you go to My Pillow, get a pillow, support him. It's a nice pillow.
I love the pillows.
They have towels. They have sheets.
Dude, they got dog beds.
They have dog beds.
Mattresses.
And if you're interested and you really want to get one for Christmas, it's not our coupon code, but there's a friend or there's a person I follow online that has a coupon code of POSO, and you'll save some money on it. So
speaking of which,
help support a patriot.
You can also support some of our other Patriot friends at AmericanRegardless.com. Use the promo code OGShow to get 10% off of your order. And it's not just your first order, it's your every order.
That's how you get that hat.
That's how I get this hat.
Yep.
I always forget where the camera
I got
is.
mine right here. See?
John's got his on too.
Let's go, Brandon.
Boom.
And by the way, we have a merch store. We have no idea of the address for it or how you could get any sort of discount.
Do we still have that?
Yeah, we do.
I don't know.
It's saved on my computer actually right now. I actually can tell you where it is.
Maybe we should pre-record commercial reads because this is pathetic.
No, this is great.
Get your barber saw shave.
Oh, that was terrible.
Get your shave on.
So it is. All right, you ready?
Yep.
It is Ordinary Guys Show www.myspreadshop.com.
There you go.
Boy.
And you can make whatever. No, we make whatever we want in there. You buy what we put on there.
Well, no, they can choose like the color and type and all sorts of stuff.
All
Actually,
right, so you guys can choose whatever you want. And if you swing both ways, you can be a girl gets a boy shirt,
Unisex.
or a boy that gets a guy shirt, or a girl shirt.
Nothing wrong with that. Not that
And-
there's anything wrong with that.
Also,
The old Seinfeld.
we have another sponsor.
Oh,
Bravo Sierra. I think it's bravosierra.com. I don't even know. But if you use the promo code BSOG show,
bullshit, OGs.
I think you get between 10 and 20% off, depending on what the
we're
item
the
is.
worst.
There should be links down below. If there aren't links down below, I'll forget to put one on there by the time we edit. Anyway, I hope everybody had a happy
That's a
Thanksgiving.
pretty good one. Pretty good
What?
today, I think. Pretty good.
We're still on.
Oh, well, I'm saying pretty good.
No,
show.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm sweating.
It is hot in here.
Yeah.
We were wearing
And the lights
sweaters.
went out too.
Uh,
That's because you got a heater on.
I hope everybody
No, I
has
took
a
the
good
heater off.
Thanksgiving. I hope everybody spent a lot of money on Black Friday on American companies,
American made.
American-made products.
I'm pretty sure our products aren't even American made.
Minus.
No, the OG show merchandise.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're not.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
you know, some of those places you can get American made
Yeah.
Yeah, but
manufacturers.
is our listeners willing to pay $87 a shirt?
No.
I
Okay.
specifically said there's a box where they said, "Do you mind if we use child labor?" And I said no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And no problem with that.
It was cheaper though.
Way cheaper.
Oh, well,
It was like that made the
Not our
shirt.
Oh,
kids.
quick.
okay.
So somebody that'll go unnamed had to get a visa to come into the United States recently, and
Yes.
it asked if he was trying to. Well, no, he said he went on a trip to China, and on the way back, or for the visa or whatever, they asked if he was coming over there to try to get child labor to bring back to his country. And on that, we can end.
Isn't that crazy?
That's fucking nuts.
What's
Yeah.
nuts is whoever says yes when they ask you
Yeah.
that question.
Yeah.
They
Why would you even say yes?
just get it off the ship.
You just say no. I don't know. what
Get
you're
it off
talking about.
Hillary's ship. That's all.
Oh man.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
All right. Well, remember, nothing that we said here we mean, and we know
We're
nothing
not
about what we're
doctors.
talking about.
We're not newscasters. We're
we
not
know less than you.
weathermen.
We're
We're just
barely.
ordinary guys.
We're just. I like that, John. Say it again.
We're not newscasters. We're not weathermen. We're not doctors. We're just ordinary guys.
And ordinary guys lie about a lot of shit. Don't know what we're talking about.
He also
You know,
doesn't
so-
know how to end the show. So, and the bad thing is I clicked off of it. So now
See you
have
guys
to
next
hit
week.
in broadcast.
Where, but and it does the thing,
Yeah, in broadcast.
but it does our normal thing.
Just hit in
I
broadcast.
don't trust you. I want to see the normal ending.
You have to press that. And
All
then
right,
hit in
everybody. Goodbye. Have a
broadcast.
good night. Love you. Wait, it didn't end. I right clicked it. I right clicked it.